with a perfect record currently of 0-0-0. Doing it for Snake Pit MMA, make some noise for Jake Konzal.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming out to the cage right now, we have Jake Konzal. Now, Jake is standing at 5 feet, 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 149 pounds with that perfect record of 0-0-0. Brian, what do we know?
Hey, that means one of those O's is got to go.
All right, man. So where is this guy training out of?
So he's coming to us from Snake Pit MMA. What do you know about that?
Snake Pit MMA, that is Jake the Snake Paul. You can see the back of his shirt right there says SLC Muay Thai, putting on some of that last second Vaseline over the eyes and the cut areas of the face. And Jake Paul, head coach over there at Snake Pit MMA, he has been around the fight game for over 20 years. The guy is a world champion mixed martial arts fighter. He's been, like I said, all over the world. He even used to do jousting on a professional level. So the guy just has a plethora of knowledge all around, and he's been giving it off to these guys. Now, do you know anything about Jake coming out here? I know he's
I don't know anything about him. I just know I see SLC Muay Thai on Jake Paul's shirt, and that makes sense that he might see some striking out here. We might see a little bit of kicks. Let's see.
All right, let's see what his opponent looks like.
All right, his opponent tonight going to be fighting out of the black corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 149.5 pounds, also making his amateur debut. Doing it for Eastman Fitness, let's hear it for Darien Orvin.
All right, making the walk now is Darien Orvin. Like he said, he's 5'11", 155 pounds. Also making his amateur debut at 0-0-0. So, you know, we've got to see one of those go. He's coming out.
One of those O's has got to go.
Oh,
that's right.
One of them. Somebody's walking out of here missing an O.
Someone's coming up with their hand held high, and the other one's walking out with their head hung low, right?
That's right. Thrill of victory, agony of defeat. The first time in the cage, they'll see some jitters probably, but let's see how they hold it together and how they fight.
You know, honestly, it depends on what kind of experience they have coming into the cage. Now, yes, they are both 0-0-0, so they have that combined perfect record, right? Coming in undefeated. But some of these guys do have some experience in combat sports before this. I know our red corner fighter, Jake Konzal, came out. He actually used to do Division I wrestling, so he has been in front of a crowd. He's done that athletic combat type of sport, so I don't think you're going to see too much jitters out of him. I don't, however, know about Darien Orvin. I know that he is training out there with Eastman Fitness. Do you know much about Eastman Fitness?
Again, I don't know much about Eastman. I can see Darien's 5'11", so that's going to be a tall, rangy guy for 150
pounds. Oh, yeah,
pounds,
he's definitely going to have some reach on it. Now, Eastman Fitness is actually Rob Eastman, the redheaded guy with the beanie behind our fighter right now. That is actually his gym. It's a recovery center / MMA and fitness facility. So, you know, he's going out there. He's also a fighter. He's helping these guys get physically strong, mentally tough, and prepared for these fights. And you're going to see guys that are good on that, like, power ground game and that physical, like, forward-moving type of fighting. Now, again, you don't know if there's going to be jitters. We've never seen these guys fight. We don't know what they're bringing into it. So I'm excited to see how these guys pair up.
That's right. And I can say one thing. If somebody's in recovery, we can expect a work ethic out of them.
Yeah.
So
it takes a lot of dedication to stay in recovery. And not necessarily are the people that are at Eastman Fitness recovering, but he provides that as part of his curriculum that he helps people with. Dave Selye, our referee for this evening, getting this thing going. Nice touch of the gloves, and let's see some action.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
All right, there you go. You got Jake going for that takedown, gets it, secures the legs really good. Like to see him kind of drive up and maybe go knee on belly here.
That's that Division I wrestling for you right there, huh?
Control
keep your
the
hips
legs,
high,
right?
Keep the legs locked.
All right, lays inside of the guard. Can be a very dangerous position, but it doesn't look like Darien's really trying to shoot for anything off of his back. Doesn't really seem to be changing his hips up to climb for submissions. He just looks like he wants to be out from the bottom.
No, yeah, we'll see. He's right up against the fence now too, and if Jake can use this fence right, he can really pin him down here on the ground.
He's dragging that shoulder, making it heavy. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Darien. The way he was able to stand up, he was very smart, scooting his butt back against the cage so that he could get vertical, and he did a great job getting back to his feet.
Now what we need to see from him is he needs to go 2-on-1. He needs to get those hips away, get an arm separating them, and get out of this.
Right, start stacking, putting some pressure against the arms and get driving it away from the body so that he can get his hips back.
Oh,
Beautiful takedown by Jake Konzal. Full-on suplex. It's almost like we were watching some professional wrestling instead of some professional mixed martial arts.
That's a 5-point throw in freestyle wrestling. For any of you who know, that's the round.
All right, and Jake just went knee on belly. He tried dragging it over to get that full mount, but Darien did a great job of staying active and was able to kind of turn and shrimp through and was able to get that half guard, and now he's to a full guard again, which is a pretty safe position when you've got someone that's more focused on the wrestling than the striking.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's not a bad move for Darien. He was able to stand up really well last time.
That's right, and he's able to get these long legs in between him and Jake, and that's going to help him keep him off him and keep some of that damage off his face.
Right. Now, with the wrestling and that ground control that I'm seeing out of Jake, he's definitely putting the pressure on and making it difficult for Darien to escape and really shrimp out away from the guard.
Oh, yeah.
But I would love to see Jake throw some punches while he's in here. Make it uncomfortable for Darien while he's in that position. He's doing great wrestling, but he's not taking advantage of it.
You got to be doing damage. You got to be scoring points. Boom, there's a big slam.
It's a really nice attempted guard break, but now you're seeing those punches. That's what you want to see.
He's raining down.
And
Darien's doing a good job covering up, keeping him long.
Right, but the beautiful thing about those punches, they don't have to be very effective as far as knocking your opponent out.
True.
They open up options for you to change to a better position and get to a more dominant control position where you can start putting those heavy punches on.
Absolutely. With your adrenaline rush, you can take a 30% punch, but your body will time out eventually. You can only take so many.
You know, one of my favorite drills at the gym was always doing 10% punches from full mount. Because you get so stupid the moment you start getting hit in the head, even if it's not very hard. Like the 10 candy bars game that your older brothers used to probably play on you, where they tap you in the head and they tell you to name 10 candy bars and you can name one and then you just can't remember anything.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing with fighting, man. Those punches like that, even if you're not landing them in complete succession and you're not knocking them out with it, it does make it hard to think about that next step.
That's absolutely true. It looks like going into the corner, we got good body language from both guys.
Oh, yeah. They definitely both seem like they've got the cardio going into the second round. You look at Jake right there, just sitting there in his corner. He doesn't even look like he's starting to breathe heavy. He's just hanging out.
I like that he's facing the opposite. He's kind of in his corner. He's letting the in-between round times be a break. He's kind of tuning out, get ready to get back in there and get nasty.
Yeah, well, and Darien facing away from his opponent, not letting his opponent see any type of fatigue on his face. That is definitely a good technique to use for a lot of gyms. They do that. They tell you, hey, as soon as we bring out the bench, you're going to turn away. We don't want him to see any fatigue on your face. Even if you're ready to go, we don't want him to see it.
That's right, and that's a big part of knowing your fighter, and that speaks to the coaching that Darien is receiving over there at Eastman.
Yeah, Rob Eastman definitely knows the game. He knows what he's doing. And we're going to see a round number 2 of this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Now, if you look at the two, definitely can see some of the leather having its effect on Darien from the latter part of the first round there.
The suplex, that big slam, he's feeling
those
it.
punches, those big punches, you see some of that, the redness starting to go around the forehead and eyes, and great takedown defense.
Takedown defense. If he can work this underhook, he'll get another one. Great takedown.
Oh, no, that was beautiful. All he did was change his head direction, and hips went right down, just kind of forced him down without having to bully him too much. Changing the angles, very smart wrestling right there.
Yep, we're seeing Darien try to re-guard here, but Jake is heavy. He is a strong wrestler. He has some strong ground game. Look at that back. He's squeezing. He's putting some pressure on.
All back, and he's doing a great job getting that half cradle.
Oh, yeah. It looks like he's trying to isolate a hand over here on Darien's right-hand side.
Going for that cradle so he can get some good positioning. I think he's trying to pass that half guard, but Darien was doing a really good job of locking up that leg, making it difficult for him to pass.
Yep, that cradle, there he is again, D1 wrestler, right?
Right, and I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Jake with those strikes. And unfortunately, he didn't keep the wrestling on as hard.
Ooh.
Nice head kick attempt. Oh, there's that takedown again by Jake.
Dang. He took him right into the fence there, too. He pooped him.
Right
there we
now,
go.
look at Darien. He's doing that great job extending
Shoving
the
that
head,
head.
pushing the head away, getting those hips underneath him. Look for him to get that right knee as close to the cage as he can and just start standing up here in just a second.
Couple good hammer fists to make Jake keep him honest, at least.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, definitely. Now, Jake doing a great
he's
job
got his back.
transitioning. He doesn't have the choke, but he's definitely got the jaw. He's going to make that uncomfortable for as long as he can.
That does not feel good. Anybody who's trained, you know that does not feel good.
Well, and the beautiful thing in that position, Darien's in a very uncomfortable position because he's supporting the entire body weight of his opponent, and Jake doesn't have to exert a whole lot of energy here.
Right.
He just has to stay on top.
And Darien doesn't even have the benefit of having both knees down. He's carrying them all on one leg right now.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's going to be some fatigue.
And his back.
And his back. And his face.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his face squoze. Now, he's not in any danger of getting submitted right now. Just as high as Jake is, he's not going to be able to get under the chin. And even if he can get under the chin, he's so extended above the head and shoulders.
Right.
It's going to be really hard to finish that choke. You want to be a little bit tighter, chest to shoulders, not so much belly button to shoulders like he is right now.
There's no more room to stretch him out when you're already long. You
Exactly.
need to be able to get that broken corpus and lay him down and
just
get a choke on him and
use your body instead of your arms to finish that submission.
I'd like to see a little bit more of that ground strike, just annoying, make him guard his hand, make him put his hand up, move his head.
Yep, now he's getting that broken porpoise. He's flattening him out. And we got the 10-second warning. I think that we're going to see round number 3, ladies and gentlemen.
So too.
Now, he's putting on the pressure, but again, he's really high. And we're going to see round number 3. Darien laughing, smiling. These guys are having fun in their first fight.
Oh, yeah, he's having a good time in there. He doesn't look too fatigued. He's standing upright.
No,
he's got some energy going in.
He's doing great actively fighting and being in this fight. But I do got to say, I think that Jake is...
He's bringing it to him.
Yeah, he's very heavily surpassing Darien in all of the aspects of this fight. He's controlling everything. And I don't think that, aside from winning in this round, Darien is not going to walk away with a... There's no way he's walking away with a decision here.
He needs a finish here. That's absolutely right. Some judges are crazy, but I don't think any are this crazy.
You know,
so
I've seen some things that blew my mind, but this is definitely not going to be one of them. So
I agree.
So if you're over there in Darien's corner, what are you telling him that he needs to do in this round to either secure a moral victory or even just to win the fight?
You need to keep him off your legs. I would look for a teep right to his solar plexus, right to his jaw, maybe an uppercut.
Yeah, now that head kicks are legal in the amateur division, that's definitely an option for him.
That's right, yeah. Maybe catch him coming in.
He's lanky.
Long. He's real long here. Yep, he needs to keep it at range, and he needs to work what he has in his quiver, not let Jake keep bringing this fight to him.
Yep, and Jake is, every time Jake rushes in, he is rushing low for the most part.
That's right. An uppercut, a quick 6 right to the jaw would be not great.
Ooh, nice head kick attempt by Jake Konzal.
That was pretty, huh?
Not a lot of impact or effect to it, but just getting up there, that's great.
That's great. That's some flexibility.
And it keeps your opponent guessing.
And he went for it in his first fight. That was a beautiful shot. Picture perfect double leg.
Under the jab, too. That was beautiful.
That was a perfect double leg. And see, that's what I'm talking about there, Matt, is instead of that jab, if he comes with a lead uppercut, he's catching him right on that. He's going to keep him working. He's going to keep him using his options. He's not going to get him that beautiful shot that he just got.
Well, and that's the danger for these taller fighters, especially ones that have good stand-up, is if you're going up against a wrestler, you can't fight with a normal standard boxing style or even a Muay Thai style. You have to get low. You have to drop your hips. And if you're going to shoot those jabs and work them, you need to shoot those jabs and work them from a lower level to be able to react to those shots like that.
Being a taller fighter at 125, I'm a tall guy for 125.
Your legs are a little bit more exposed. Yeah.
People want to come and wrestle. Like the fight doesn't even start, and they don't even want to check. Yeah. They're ready.
One of our alumni that used to fight in Bellator, even Joe Rodriguez, he's a prime example of that. The guy's very tall, very lanky.
Oh yeah.
He fights really low to avoid those takedowns, but his length allows him to really get those jabs from far away, even though he's standing like he's a shorter guy. And we're going to see a break to this lack of action.
Right.
And we're going to see him start back up on the feet. Dave Soya said getting them going.
Darien's still smiling, having a great time.
And this is exactly where Darien wants to be, standing on his feet. If he can avoid that, he's doing a good job of avoiding the takedown. I'd like to see, oh, there you go. This round's over. We're going to see this thing go to a decision. This is a great fight for two guys coming in for the very first time and testing their mettle.
I couldn't agree more. They came in calm. They stuck to game plans. They fought it out. They both
both looked like they could go another round or two.
Yeah, Jake looks like he might be about spent, but he would go. He looks like a fighter. He looks like he's ready to get it going.
Wrestlers,
anytime.
man, they don't leave anything in the cage.
Embrace that grind, right?
Yeah, it's all about the grind.
That's right.
But yeah, great fight, both these guys. I definitely think Jake did enough to win that fight. Minimum 2 rounds to 1. There's a possibility that Darien was able to walk away with that 3rd round, so we might see a 29-27,
maybe,
or 29-28. Sorry, maybe. I don't think we will. I think we're going to see 30-27 across the board.
I agree. I think it's a clear 30-27. Great fight. Darien by no way shamed himself, but
oh no, keep your head high, man.
Jake went in and he won that fight for sure. He's going to walk out.
Again, we're not judges.
We're not judges. Absolutely. Full disclaimer.
Yeah. Nothing we said is official, but what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the cage, and we're going to let the judges tell us who actually won this fight.
That's right.
Got to root for the judges, too. They made them work on this one, man. All right, I got the report card coming through. All right, one more time. I got both fighters in the center of the ring. Make some noise, please. Stephen Farragher with a score of 30-27. Dan First with a score of 30-27. Jeff Dutcher with a score of 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Jake Konzal!
All right, I'm here with your winner, Jake Konzal. Jake, dude, that was a great fight. Hell of a wrestling clinic. How are you feeling right now?
Tired.
You look a little tired. Did anything happen in that fight that caught you off guard?
Not really.
Not really. Man of many words. Is there anyone you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, all my buddies, family, girlfriend, brother, everybody else that came out, thank you.
Awesome. Are you going to come back and do this for us again?
Hell yeah.
All right, man. We can't wait to see you come back. Congratulations. Everyone give it up for your winner, Jake Konzal.
The fights go long, the interviews go short. That's just the way we like it. Where's Team Jake at up there in the good seats? Make some noise for Snake Pit. Hey, Jake, you're undefeated, brother. Smile. Walking out of here 1-0. Well done. Get your picture taken with the Bud girls. Your friends saw it. You guys ready for another one?